what you're trying to pull, you moron. You and that idiot Eddie Marlin, you've got me wrestling. Now, how many times? Shut up, you moron.
I don't have you wrestling.
How many times do I have to tell you I am a manager, not a wrestler? Now, how many more times do I have to tell you
You don't have to tell me at all, but I'm telling you that I have seen the card, and you are scheduled to be in there.
You have seen. I have a heart condition. I have an enlarged heart the size of a basketball. I'm doing well to be walking around.
Well, heart condition or no heart condition, all I know is the card says Jerry Lawler and Ronnie P. Gossett.
You know, you can write down what you know on a postage stamp. You could scratch my name off and put my man, Big Lou, name on the dotted line because he takes care of all my life.
I don't care who you got. I'm going to beat their brains out.
No wrestling.
You're changing the card. I don't think you can.
Ronnie Gossett, I want to know what makes you think you've got a right to change any
I
card.
might have known you would be behind this, Eddie Marlin. You've been jealous of me for years, and now you're trying to get me in the ring. Well, let me tell you something. It ain't a-gonna happen. You read these big lips. It's not going to happen.
It would take me all day to read them big lips, but let me tell you one thing.
Don't worry, Gossett.
Even though I don't like you, and I think you know it and everybody else knows it, I don't like you. I signed you to that match after what you did in the matches. You're always going to the ring, you're interfering, you're helping somebody. You say you got a heart condition, you should have thought about it back then. Now, it would do my heart good for you to not show up at those matches, because I didn't hire you, Ronnie Gossett, but I doggone sure will fire you, and I'll do it on the spot if you're not in that match.
Let me tell you something, Eddie Marlin. You think you're the big dog around here? You think you run around telling everybody what to do? I am Ronnie Gossett. I make my own rules, and I do what I want to do. Do you understand me?
Let me tell you one thing. You better want to get in that ring when that bell rings, or you'll be history around this territory. I'll tell you that right now,
Well,
Ronnie
I'm going
Gossett.
to tell you this, and you better comprehend it real well. I'm not going to be responsible for what happens to Chris Champion or Mike Awesome if they have an accident. It's not going to be on my shoulders. It's going to be on yours.
That's right. You better be able to handle it.
I gather you're going to be in the match then, huh?
I guess I'll have to be. You better not scratch my name yet, idiot.
All right, we'll just leave it on there. Ronnie P. Gossett with Lou Winston and Eddie Marlin there. So the card stands just the way it is right there. We'll take a break. When we come back, Chris Champion in the ring right here. You hear the music. Here comes the referee, Jerry Calhoun. Here comes Chris Champion. Champion up on the ring apron and set to go with a one-fall, 15-minute time limit match. His opponent headed to the ring area right here. Here comes Don Kelly. Kelly actually outweighs Chris Champion, but Champion will be the favorite, no doubt about it, due to experience. And also Chris, of course, the championship caliber wrestler. Along with he and his partner, Mark Starr, his former tag team partner in numerous championship matches. Chris Champion picks up Don Kelly. Oh, he's got him, drops him down to the mat. Over to the ropes, drops down with the upper arm. Chris Champion looking good. Just underway here in a one-fall match. Lots of action to come today. 7 of them scheduled for you. This is just the first one. We've got single matches and tag team matches, too. Don Kelly in trouble right here. Oh, Chris dropping him on the top rope. Kelly bounces down to the mat. Champion picking him up by the hair. Referee warning Chris about that. There's a little forearm. Oh, the Dirty White Boys and Lou Winston and Ronnie P. Gossett come in here. That's gonna end it on disqualification right there. Chris Champion's gonna be the winner, but look at this. Dirty White Boys holding him down. Oh, and Ronnie P. Gossett. Oh, my goodness gracious. Gossett strutting around the ring. Yeah, Ronnie P. Gossett with another splash on Chris Champion. as the Dirty White Boys hold champion down right in the middle of the ring. Gossett's loving it. Chris Champion had things in hand, well on his way to a victory in the match. Here comes Big Mike Awesome, and there go the Dirty White Boys. Oh, I see. Lou Winston comes. Lou was back behind some curtains, I think, holding a door shut to make it difficult for people to get here. Mike Awesome had to come around and got to the ring, and then the Southern Rockers able to get here too. They're attending to Chris. Chris splashed repeatedly by Ronnie P. Gossett. But thanks to Mike Awesome and the Southern Rockers and Nate Whitlock, they get the Dirty White Boys out of here and headed back for the dressing room. The victory in the match, I'm not sure that matters much to Chris right now, but the victory in the match is going to go to Chris Champion on disqualification in 1 minute, 2 seconds. They help him back to the dressing room, and Champion again, technically with a victory on the match on the DQ.
The challenger for this important world heavyweight title bout to arrive. And he is hugged and cheered for. A great chance for Jeff Jarrett. You know, since now the noise you're hearing is Jerry Lawler over the house microphone. I'm going to go ahead and talk over this. Anyway, since coming to the USWA, Jeff Jarrett has had an incredible one-loss record. Has come in here and just dazzled and impressed USWA fans in San Antonio, Dallas, Lawton, Oklahoma, Memphis, Tennessee, Evansville, Indianapolis, all of the great towns of the USWA, New Orleans in the area. And wait a minute! It's Jeff Gaylord. Where did he come from? I didn't even see him coming down the aisle. I just looked up from the monitor, and it's Jeff Gaylord, and it's a pile driver on Jeff Jarrett on the floor. Serdar Akbar. Gaylord saying something. I can't quite make out what he's saying. Did he say to Lawler that I want a shot at you now, or did he say I just did the job for you? I'm stunned. I didn't even see Gaylord coming. Here comes help for Jeff Jarrett. He got beat up quickly, and then a pile driver on the floor. I couldn't make out what Gaylord said to Lawler. Did he say, I just did the job, or now I want some of you?
The ring if you can. He's all right.
Either way,
okay.
Jarrett in terrible shape. Lawler running his mouth saying he's
get him up here.
okay, but he's obviously not.
Ring the bell, Mark. Let's get this thing going.
And Lawler making a bad situation worse with his mouth.
Come on,
Folks,
boy.
I apologize. I should have seen Gaylord coming, but I didn't see him come down any of the aisles or anything.
Hey, come on, referee.
And
Am I going to come out there and count him out
Jarrett
or
in
what?
terrible condition.
He's hurt. How could that hurt him?
Bill Dundee here. Jimmy
that all
Jack
that
was here but
pumpkin
left. And now John Brazil, one of the officials, coming down. Bronco Lubitsch, the referee. They've got a stretcher.
Come
and
on.
evidently Jeff Jarrett has taken a pretty bad blow to the head. This is Jeff Jarrett moving down the aisle, all dressed up and looking great. Jeff, I understand that you've been prevented from wrestling now from the doctor due to the blow to the head, and you're going to have to take some time off.
Well, Mark, you're right about one thing. I am here this morning. I went to the doctor last night. I had a slight concussion. He told me to take a week off, but I don't want to do that. I can't afford to do that. But I am here today, and if I see Jeff Gaylord, I'm going to get him. Because Gaylord, you cost me. You cost me dearly. Because I had my one shot, and I don't know when I'll ever get another world title shot. I'll get one day, but I don't know when. I'm not the Texas champion. I'm not the Southern heavyweight champion. I don't hold any belts. so I don't know when I'll get my next world title shot. But Gaylord, I'm going to get one. But first things first. Gaylord, when I see you, I'm going to get you, because when I hear your name, it just makes me sick to my stomach. Because Gaylord, like I said, I grew up watching wrestling. I grew up watching Jerry Lawler. I grew up watching the World Heavyweight Champion. And from the day I could walk all the way up, that's all I thought about, was becoming the World Heavyweight Champion. Yeah, you, Gaylord, come on down here.
Well, wait a minute. Skandor Akbar has got Jeff Gaylord. Let's not have any of this, please. What do you mean, no problem? Your problem just being here.
No trouble. All we want to do is talk. We don't want any fighting. We want no trouble. Now, Jarrett, I don't want any problems. No problems.
I don't even want to see you.
No problems. No problems.
I don't want to see you. It's you, Gaylord. Here's a message.
Jarrett all over Gaylord on the floor. Jarrett on top of Gaylord getting paybacks for the world mess. Wait a minute, Akbar. Wait a minute, Akbar. Akbar is trying to pull Jarrett off and is ripping his britches off of him. Akbar interfering in what Jeff was trying to take care of. But Jarrett is still at it. What a mess. They're fighting all the way up the aisle. Akbar still trying to pull Jeff back by using his britches, and all he's done is pull his britches off. And Jarrett is not about to slow down, fighting all the way up the aisle. And they disappeared back that way. I don't know exactly. I guess we better stop and try to get order restored. I don't know what's going on, Bob. The bell rings, and Jeff Gaylord gets ready to open up against Ray Evans, as Gaylord has returned after that incident involving Jeff Jarrett just a little bit earlier in our program, which Jeff fought all the way up the aisle with Skandor Akbar trying to pull Jarrett off of him. And Ray Evans is taken into a half Nelson and thrown back down and all the way across the ring. Gaylord, on his way out here, got on the house microphone and had some smart-aleck comments for Jeff Jarrett, as Skandor Akbar's personality is rubbing off on his Missouri Tiger acquisition. Akbar loving every bit of it.
Do you believe Jeff Jarrett? You see, right now he's getting just a little touch, just a little sample of what devastation's all about. You see, Jeff Jarrett, you were humiliated. And you know in your own demented mind that Jeff Gaylord is no match for Jeff Jarrett. Now let's get the Jeff straight. The real Jeff is the Missouri Tiger, make no mistake about it. When I'm finished with the Tiger, he's going to own all the gold in the USWA. Jeff Jarrett, it's just beginning with you, boy. Just beginning.
Skandor Akbar making promises about Jeff Gaylord and his future. Here comes Jeff Jarrett. Looks like Jeff has come down and accepted Gaylord's invitation, having to borrow some clothing and shoes, but he could care less. He and Gaylord are into it just like they were on the floor a little bit earlier. When these guys get together in a bout inside the ring, wherever it may be, it's going to be Katie bar the door. They're in the aisle again. Gaylord and Jarrett in it. Gaylord's a big guy, but boy, Jeff Jarrett doesn't give a thing to him. What a mess. There they go. We'll take the camera down that way just as far as they go. Back down into the runway, fighting back around. And they're headed out there in the concession area, still into the walls. Bronco Lovitz trying to get it broken up.
Welcoming back right here, Jeff Jarrett. Championship Wrestling today. Boy, we had hoped to be able to introduce him as the new world champion, but Missouri Tiger Jeff Gaylord waylaid that on the way to the ring. Jeff, welcome. Good to see you.
Good to see you, young man.
I know you and Gaylord have really been going here at it.
Well, yeah, we have, Dave. What I want to come out here and talk about today is, you know, like I said earlier, Gaylord, you cost me. You cost me my world title shot. You know, like I said, I grew up watching Jerry Lawler, and I've seen him beat Nick Bockwinkel, Harley Race, Hulk Hogan. The list goes on and on. I've seen him beat all of them. And yeah, Dave, I know he gets on your nerves, and he gets on the people's nerves, how he runs his mouth. But I respect Lawler, because I grew up watching him, and he's beat everybody I've ever seen him step in the ring with. Now, I mean, he might not do it fair and square, but I respect what he does in that ring. And I worked long and hard. I've been wrestling 4 years, and I finally got my world title shot. 4 years. And Gaylord, you cost me of that. You cost me dearly. Now, Gaylord, I got a match coming up with you this week. And yeah, like I said, you got muscles stacked on top of muscles. But when I do get my hands on you, Gaylord, it's going to be payback time. Because it just, every time I think of you, Gaylord, all I think of is all the hours I spent in the gym, training, getting ready for that world title shot, and then you want to come out and ruin it. Yeah.
All right, come on now. Jeff? I know he's not scheduled here today. Jeff Gaylord, the Missouri Tiger here. Watch him, Jeff. Jeff Gaylord, not even scheduled to be here today, comes walking in the middle of Jeff's interview. Look out, Jeff. Oh, my goodness, head into the ring post. Jeff Gaylord, there he is, the Missouri Tiger, coming in here, interfering, uninvited, unscheduled on the program today. Doesn't make any difference to him, apparently. Yeah, there he is, the Missouri. Oh, he's got Jeff cut open where he ran him into that ring post. Jeff thrown into the ring by Jeff Gaylord. Gaylord with his street shoes on, those boots. Now, oh, picks Jeff up by the neck, straight up in the air, choking Jeff Jarrett. That'd ring the bell, but I don't think it'll do any good. Can we get some help in here for Jeff Jarrett, for heaven's sakes? Got him cut open. Here comes Bill Dundee, yeah. Jeff Gaylord turns. Whoa, nails Dundee. Wow, Dundee knocked all the way out of the ring. He goes rolling out on the floor, and Gaylord goes back to work on Jeff Jarrett. Here come the Southern Rockers, Rex King and Steve Dahl. And that finally gets Gaylord out of the ring. Gaylord picks up a chair. Don't mess with the Missouri Tiger, he says. He grabs a chair. Well, he didn't run him out of here. He seems to be slowly leaving, however. There he goes, Jeff Gaylord. Jeff Jarrett cut open after being run into the ring post. Southern Rockers and Bill Dundee attending to him. While they do that, we'll take a break. Back with more USWA action. First tag team action of the day coming up right now. The ring awaits the Dirty White Boys. And here are their opponents right here. Ben Jordan, one of the fan favorites into the area right here, along with Ken Raper. Ken Raper and Ben Jordan up into the ring. Referee Jerry Calhoun right behind them. And here, led by the Dirty White Girl and Ronnie P. Gossett, come the Dirty White Boys. Tony Anthony and Alex Porteau. Porteau, the newest member of the team. Tony Anthony said he went down around Shreveport, Louisiana, and found Alex Porteau and signed him almost immediately to be a member of the Dirty White Boys organization. He has been tough in the weeks that we've seen him, let me tell you. Tony Anthony, always tough. Ronnie P. Gossett, world's largest manager, in their corner, along with the Dirty White Girl, who's been in the corner for some time. Alex Porteau of the White Boys starting. Ben Jordan going against him. Jordan with a nice headlock. Porteau fires him into the rope. That's one way to break out of it, but it's tough on your ears when you do that. Jordan again back to the headlock. This time he gets Porteau off his feet so he can't break out of it in the same way. And Alex Porteau of the Dirty White Boys is on the mat. Ben Jordan hanging on to it. Jordan, young, does not have that much size, but sure has great spirit. And steps in with a lot of confidence when he goes into that ring. Alex Porteau tried to reverse it on him, rolled the shoulders down for a 3 count, did not work. Ben Jordan continues the advantage. Now Porteau now moving around the ring, and again, that's the way to get out of it. Oh, drop kick to the midsection by Ben Jordan. Dirty White Boy got the drop kick. Here comes Tony Anthony. He's the bigger of the Dirty White Boys. The original. A headbutt. Ben Jordan not having much luck against Tony Anthony so far. Anthony fires him into the rope. Jordan leaps over, comes back with a drop kick. Nice move, Jordan, quickly. Back to the headlock. Gets Tony Anthony down to the mat. Anthony tries to reverse him. He rolled him over for a 1 count only. Ben Jordan, great balance. And that's just athletic ability when you're able to break out of that. And he was able to do it. Prevent the count of 3. Whoa! He slipped around behind. Tony Anthony rolls him down to the mat. 1. Whoa! Alex Porteau on the way to save his partner if he had to. But Tony Anthony able to break out at the 1 count. Action hot and heavy here in the first tag team match of the day. Ben Jordan, Ken Raper going against the Dirty White Boys. Raper gets the tag. In there against Alex Porteau. He's got a headlock. Porteau backs into the ropes. Can't move him into the ropes across the way, though. Ken Raper. Well, now there he goes. Porteau able to throw him across the way. Look out from behind. Tony Anthony grabbed Ken Raper by the hair, and now the Dirty White Boys double team him. Yeah. Real sportsman here, huh? The Dirty White Boys. Tough wrestlers. We've said it before. Look at this, a reversal by Ken Raper, and he got Tony Anthony over the back. Great move by Ken Raper. We're 2 minutes, 45 seconds into the action. A backbreaker. Ken Raper held by Anthony, and Porteau comes off the top rope and nails him. The referee, distracted by Ronnie P. Gossett, didn't see him come off the top rope. Yeah, Gossett's applauding. Again, you interfere in a match. And the victory is going to go to the Dirty White Boys, but a tainted victory, as many of them are when Ronnie P. Gossett is around. Well, the match schedule right here. You hear the music. We're waiting for Jeff Jarrett. Jeff heard goal minutes ago by Jeff Gaylord. Here comes Lou Winston right here. Lou Winston steps up into the ring. Here's Eddie Marlin now. Eddie?
Hey, Jeff is scheduling this match. If you'll give me just a second, I'll get somebody to take his place because he got his heel busted.
Yeah, I know. He was busted open there, Archie. You got to get a substitute for him there. Eddie Marlin says, just a moment. We got a substitute. He's going to get a substitute. Jeff can't continue. He's going to have a substitute. Lou Winston up there demanding the bell to be rung. But as we said, Jeff heard, Eddie Marlin says he's going to get a substitute to come out here and wrestle Lou Winston so that we can have this scheduled match for you today. You see Winston yelling around it. Hey, here's Jeff! Jeff Jarrett jumps into the ring, head bandaged, but he goes after Lou Winston. Winston was yelling, get him out here, ring the bell. Well, you got him, Lou. Jeff Jarrett, even though he was injured earlier, came roaring through the curtains. Oh, look out, Jeff. Well, the Missouri Tiger is back here. Jeff Gaylord interfering once again where he's not invited. Look at Jeff Jarrett having to go against both Lou Winston and Jeff Gaylord. He's got Winston knocked out of the ring, and now it's just Jarrett and Gaylord going at each other. The match is over. Jeff Jarrett has won the match by disqualification. Look out, Lou Winston comes back in. Gaylord and Jarrett all over the ring. Here comes Dundee. That evens it up at 2 against 2. Dundee grabs Gaylord, and once again, Gaylord nails Dundee with a fist. Dundee now after Lou Winston. Gaylord choking Jeff Jarrett. Here comes Sweet Daddy Falcone and Dirty Deeds Darren Wise. Boy, we didn't need them in here for sure. And again, Gaylord has got Jeff Jarrett in a chokehold, holding him about 2.5 feet up off the mat. Lou Winston drops with a big upper arm. Jeff Gaylord drops down on him. Sweet Daddy Falcone and Dirty Deeds Darren Wise congratulating themselves for getting Bill Dundee out of the action and down on the floor. But it's still 2 against 1. Lou Winston and Jeff Gaylord. Boy, this Gaylord making himself known all over the place today. Not even scheduled on today's program, but he shows up and jumps Jeff Jarrett, and now he's back and interferes in Jeff's match. Here come the Southern Rockers. And with the Southern Rockers in here, the ring clears out pretty quickly as Falcone and Darren Wise head out of here. And once again, Jeff Gaylord picks up the chair. And he's standing there making threats at Jeff Jarrett. Said, you see what you're dealing with? You're dealing with the Missouri Tiger, also dealing with a metal chair. Gaylord, there he goes again. But finally, he's out of here. Well, guys, let's get Jeff out of here. We'll be back in just a moment. Mike Awesome should be headed this way right about now. Well, there he comes right here. Mike Awesome with Nathaniel Whitlock headed into the area. Meanwhile, Mike's got a match, and his opponent, Radford Tyndall, is in the ring right now. See, we get Nate and Mike to stop by here just for a second before you guys head toward the ring.
Dave, Chris is back to back. His ribs pretty messed up, and that big fat pig landing on him. You know, I think he can get all right, though. Mike got something to say.
Gossett, you got fear in your eyes. You're running scared like a fat pig on the way to the slaughterhouse. And that's just exactly what it's going to be when you get in the ring with me and Chris Champion. It's going to be like a slaughterhouse because we're going to carve you up like a Thanksgiving turkey and leave you in the middle of the ring to bleed all over your fat self. And as far as you're concerned, Lawler, you can compare me and Champion to elephants if you want. But when it's all over, you're going to be next to your partner, laying in the middle of the ring with blood all over yourself, too, wondering just exactly what happened to you, brother. Yeah!
So there,
you take care of business in the ring.
Mike Awesome, very impressive, let me tell you. The very large Mike Awesome with Nate Whitlock in his corner. He steps into the ring right now, ready for the action. Jerry Calhoun, the referee, is already there. And as soon as we see the signal, here we go with action. 1 fall, 15-minute time limit. Mike Awesome against Radford Tyndall. Awesome with a reversal. Here come the Southern Rockers out here. Steve Dahl and Rex King. Steve?
Hey, right now, we're telling everybody the backstabbing's going to stop. Me and Rex will be watching our back, too. We're going to make sure nobody else does any more running in today.
I think that's a good idea, especially with Jeff Gaylord coming in here all the time, and Dirty White Boys and Ronnie P. Gossett not far away. The Southern Rockers out to kind of watch the ring, just make sure nobody interferes in this match right here. Mike Awesome. Oh, just smashes Tyndall down to the mat. 1, 2, and 3. This one is over, ladies and gentlemen. 42 seconds of action. And Tyndall is claiming he had his tights pulled. I don't think so. Just the awesome power of Mike Awesome. Boy, he's big and tough. He and Nate Whitlock head out of the ring. There's a high five from the Southern Rockers who were here just to watch the ring and make sure that nobody else came running in from the dressing room to interfere. And finally, we get a match which ends with a pin right here, right in the middle of the ring. Mike Awesome with the victory, and again, the time on it, 42 seconds. Back with more in a moment. All right, hey, here we are right here. Sorry about that. Just checking some of the action coming up around the territory here in the next few days, and there's a lot of it. We'll get to it in a moment. First, though, a couple of reminders. The Jerry Lawler Show, 11 o'clock tomorrow morning right here on TV5. And this week, Lawler's show is from the Shrine Circus. He will have an interview with the Memphis Rockers' new head basketball coach, Tom Nasalki, who was officially named at a press conference earlier this week, and has what I'm told is a very good video that a fan sent in that you should enjoy. Also, Jerry wrestles a 200-pound snake. All of this and more tomorrow morning at 11 right here on TV5 on the Jerry Lawler Show. Also, been asked to remind you that a very worthy cause coming up. The Le Bonheur second annual slow pitch softball tournament, April 7th and 8th. It'll be at Rodney Baber Fields. There is an entry fee and there is an entry deadline. The entry deadline is March 30th, which I believe is next Friday, into next week anyway. They've extended the deadline, but by March 30th, you can register and participate. Men's teams, women's teams, and co-eds teams will be participating in Le Bonheur's second annual slow pitch softball tournament. For information, if you've got a pencil close by, here are the numbers to call. For information during business hours, call 522-3308, or after business hours, 366-7516. That's the Le Bonheur's second annual slow pitch softball tournament coming up April 7th and 8th. All right, coming up tonight, Jonesboro, Arkansas, 8 o'clock is wrestling time. Box office will be open this afternoon at 3 o'clock, so you can pick up your tickets in advance. You will want to see Jeff Jarrett, Bill Dundee, and schedule there. Jeff Gaylord, the Missouri Tiger, was not scheduled here. Apparently, he decided to come into the area early and interfere with things going on here. But he's scheduled in Jonesboro tonight. Chris Champion also scheduled to be there. 8 o'clock is wrestling time. Also tonight, New Albany, Mississippi at the middle school, 7:30 will be wrestling time there. Southern Rockers will be on that card. Dirty White Boys will be there too. On Thursday, March 29th, Batesville, Arkansas, Southside High School for action. Friday, March 30th, the scene moves to Ripley, Mississippi at Ripley High School. On Friday, April 6th, USWA Wrestling action in Portageville, Missouri. Saturday, April 7th in Middleton, Tennessee. On Thursday, April 12th, Bruce High School in Bruce, Mississippi. On Friday, the 13th of April, Pontotoc High School. Should be a lucky day for all you folks around there, as USWA Wrestling will be in Pontotoc. And then on Friday, April 20th, Championship Wrestling will be in Grenada, Mississippi at the high school. Southern Rockers, Mike Awesome included on that card. And coming soon, you can see Championship Wrestling action in Newark, Arkansas and Kennett, Missouri. That's the action coming up around the territory. We hope you'll be right there at ringside when it is in your area. We've got a match coming up right here. T.D. Steele will be stepping into the ring to go against the man who should be coming in right about now, according to the music, Sweet Daddy Falcon. There's T.D. Steele, one of the fan favorites coming through there. He's got that hard hat that says Steele on as he heads around, greets the fans and heads for the ring. A little upset with the fan support is Sweet Daddy Falcon. He calls for the camera to be put on him and Dirty Deeds Darren Wise as they head to the area. Falcon not heading straight for the ring. He's walking around, not exactly greeting the fans. Takes off the jacket. Sweet Daddy Falcon from 42nd Street, New York City, continues around the ring. Dirty Deeds Darren Wise, his manager, stepping into the ring. see T.D. Steele over on the right. He can't wait to get into action here against anybody. Darren Wise a bit unhappy at the support that T.D. Steele is receiving over here as Sweet Daddy Falcone steps into the ring. Here we go. One fall, 15-minute time limit. Sweet Daddy Falcone against T.D. Steele. Falcone with a huge size advantage. T.D. blocks him with a right hand and nails him. To the delight of the fans, T.D. Steele has just smacked Sweet Daddy Falcone. Dirty Deeds Darren Wise really upset about that down here on the floor. T.D. has it backed into a corner using that forearm. Darren Wise, Dirty Deeds, the manager of Falcone. T.D. Steele backed into the turnbuckles. Falcone gonna fire him across the way, but T.D. reverses. Goes into the corner after him. Oh, my goodness. Mistake. T.D. tried the monkey flip on a much larger guy. What is this? Bill Dundee in here with a broom. And a disqualification. Here comes Jeff Jarrett with a metal garbage can. Well, a little bit earlier, Falcone and Dirty Deeds Darren Wise came in where they were not invited. Oh, look out behind you, Jeff. Whoa! Jeff Gaylord nailed by that garbage can, which Jeff Jarrett has just bent double. He wrapped it around his head. And this time, Gaylord does not hang around. Whoa, Jeff throws that can out and nails Sweet Daddy Falcone. Bill Dundee and Jeff Jarrett get a measure of revenge here as they clear the wrestling area. Jeff, usually I don't like to see foreign objects.
That's right. Gaylord, I got another trash can. I got another chair. I don't care what it takes. But Gaylord, like I said, it's payback hell, and I'm giving it to you.
Well, as I say, he sure did. Hey, Billy.
Gaylord, let me tell you something, brother. I don't know what kind of football player you was, and I don't care. And Sweet Daddy Falcone and that little nitty Dirty Deeds, this is my town, brother. 15 years of blood, sweat, and tears belongs to me right here. And this kid's gonna take up too, brother. Now, we're going over to Jonesboro, Arkansas tonight. This garbage can. That's what it's gonna take, because they're like a fight in Arkansas and Jonesboro tonight. We gonna be there. So if I see you in the parking lot, punk, you gonna get it, by God. And we gonna have a garbage can in Jonesboro, and we bashing you on the head.
Well, there they go. Jeff Jarrett, Bill Dundee, understandably upset. Garbage can and broomstick in hand, headed for Jonesboro. We'll be headed back here and more action to come. And Bill Dundee is scheduled to be back here. Here he comes. Boy, somehow I knew he was going to be here, no doubt about it. He's got Jeff Jarrett and the Southern Rockers, Nathaniel Whitlock and Mike Awesome out here, too. All right.
What to say as I'm watching this back.
All right. Jeff Jarrett is just saying, hey, that all those guys are out here just to watch Bill Dundee's back to make sure that Jeff Gaylord and nobody else comes in and interferes in this one. Bill Dundee drops down with the lower leg. Keith Eric back under the ropes. Fired across the way. Clothesline by Dundee. Cover 1, 2. He got him. It's over at 23 seconds. 23 seconds of action. Bill Dundee gets a victory. Jeff Jarrett and the Southern Rockers and Nate Whitlock and Mike Awesome out here just to make sure there was no outside interference. There was none. It was 1 against 1 in the match. And the victory is going to go to the superstar Bill Dundee in 23 seconds of action. Boy, I tell you what, that was over very quick. Let's keep it here just for a moment and take a look at the card coming up Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. A lot of interesting matches on this one, let me tell you. Free parking, of course. 8 o'clock is wrestling time. Ben Jordan will be going against Rockin' Randy in the opening match of the night. Southern heavyweight title will be on the line, and this one, I think, takes on some renewed significance after what happened here just a few moments ago. Bill Dundee against Sweet Daddy Falcone with Dirty Deeds Darren Wise in Falcone's corner. And I don't know if Dundee will have that broomstick with him or not. I know Falcone is going to hope not. Southern heavyweight title will be on the line in this match. USWA tag team titles will be on the line, too. The Southern Rockers, boy, they have looked good, let me tell you. Talking about Rex King and Steve Dahl. They were out here just a couple of minutes ago to help protect the ring. They'll be going against the Dirty White Boys with Ronnie P. Gossett and the Dirty White Girl in their corner. USWA World Tag Titles hang in the balance. Jeff Jarrett is going to get to go against Jeff Gaylord, the Missouri Tiger, but this time it's going to be a match, a sanctioned match in the ring, 1-against-1, Monday night. And with the battles that we've seen on videotape here today and the battles live in the studio between these two, it looks to me like this one could end up anywhere in the Coliseum. This one promises to be a wild, wild match. Jeff Jarrett against the Missouri Tiger, Jeff Gaylord. Main event of the night. Ronnie P. Gossett has been signed in the match by promoter Eddie Marlin. It will be Lawler and Ronnie P. Gossett as partners in the tag team match against Big Mike Awesome and Chris Champion. This one should be a wild, wild son of a gun, too. Tag team match, the main event, Lawler and Gossett against Awesome and Chris Champion Monday night. Back with more right here in a moment. The Southern Rockers, Rex King, Steve Dahl. That was referee Jerry Calhoun coming into the area right there, and the Rockers shouldn't be too far behind as they're going to be doing battle against these people right here. Talking about Rockin' Randy and the Reaper, who are in the ring to go against the Rockers. The USWA tag team titles are around their way. Steve Dahl leading the way. Rex King right behind him, being greeted warmly by the fans. Rocking and rolling on their way to the ring for this non-title match here today. Always great when you can have the champion scheduled in a match, even if it is a non-title match. And looking forward to seeing Steve Dahl and Rex King in action. They look terrific in the ring. You don't win the world titles without some great talent and athletic ability. And that is exactly what the Rockers have. Jeff Jarrett, Mike Awesome, and Bill Dundee back out here again.
You know, Jeff Gaylord, Sweet Daddy Falcone, and everybody else, we're just going to tell you something, but we're going to tell you up front. We've had all the backstabbing, all the backfighting you're going to do. So Jeff Jarrett's got his tin can over there. I got the broom. Big Mike Awesome's going to stay on the floor. So, boys, if you want to jump on in, come on. And we're going to be over to Jonesboro.
Bill Dundee kind of halfway inviting Dirty White Boys or Sweet Daddy Falcone or Jeff Gaylord just to come on out and try it here. As Mike Awesome, Bill Dundee, and Jeff Jarrett are here just to kind of watch the ring. Meanwhile, inside the ring, it's Rockin' Randy against Rex King. Rex of the Southern Rockers. Oh, hits the mat. Rockin' Randy coming off the ropes, but this time he makes a mistake. Rex King was just moved out of the way, just sidestepped him. Tag made by the Southern Rockers, and here comes Steve Dahl in. Steve grabs that left arm of Rockin' Randy. Randy looking for the corner, reaching for a tag. Couldn't quite make it. His partner, the Reaper, over here, just standing in the corner waiting. Rex King off the ropes. Drops down on the upper part of the left arm of Rockin' Randy. Rex backed into a corner. Rockin' Randy rakes him across the eyes, then a knee to the midsection. A reversal by Rex King, though, and face first into the turnbuckles went Rockin' Randy. There's a tag made, and here comes Steve Dahl. After the tag, he just kind of steps over the top rope, grabs Rockin' Randy. Now, scoops him up, flips him down. Rockin' Randy finds himself right in the corner, right in the face of his partner, and he just immediately made the tag. This is the Reaper. The Reaper not having much luck his first trip in here, as Steve Dahl has him on the mat and has that leg pretty well tied up. Steve Dahl pulls him back toward the corner, makes the tag on Rex King. Now, Rex King sits down, grabs a toe hold on the Reaper. His shoulders are down. Referee starts the count. He got a 1 count. Not a pin position, but you put your shoulders down on the mat and leave them there, and the referee's going to count you out. The Reaper reaching for the ropes. He's going to try to pull himself under the ropes and get this hold broken. Rex King keeping the pressure on. Southern Rockers looking very good here. Again, it's a non-title match. Rex King, again, twist that toe hold. The Reaper trying his best to get out of it, get away from him so he can get on his feet. Now Rex converts it to a step-over toe hold and applies extra pressure. Southern Rockers with the match well in hand so far. The Reaper reaching for the ropes, and again, as he gets to the ropes, the referee says, hey, got to break it. The break called for, and Rex King broke it clean, backed away. We're at the 4-minute mark of this match. Expiration of time match we've got underway here. Nice drop kick by Rex King of the Southern Rockers. Turned Rockin' Randy a clip. Tagged by the Southern Rockers, and here is Steve Dahl. Body slam, Rockin' Randy left lying there in the ring. Steve Dahl drops down with the knee. Up on the ears. Rockin' Randy comes back swinging with a right fist. Steve Dahl answers him. Oh, look at that. A quick slam by Steve Dahl off the ropes as Rockin' Randy came firing off of there. Tag made. Here comes Rex King back. Southern Rockers, heavy favorites coming in here, of course, being the champions. Great knee lift there by Rex King. Boy, this guy has some terrific moves. I think you can kind of see why they hold those USWA World Tag titles, these Southern Rockers. As we said, they were favorites coming in here today. And it has been all Rockers except for that moment right there where the Reaper came in without the benefit of a tag. Rockin' Randy, whoa, now grabbing him, throwing him into the turnbuckles, and they're double teaming on him over here. Steve Dahl having to fight his way out of the corner as they double him up again. Rex King came in to kind of even it up. Referee headed him off at the pass, though, and sent him back to the corner. Now it is the Reaper against Steve Dahl. Dahl from back in the corner pulls up that boot, and with a nice kick, puts the Reaper down to the mat. 6 minutes of action gone. Mike Awesome saying, yeah, let's hear it for the Southern Rockers. Cheering section over there got going for them. The Rockers with a doubleheader brain buster. 1, 2, 3, got him. The Southern Rockers with the tag team action get the victory in this first fall over Rockin' Randy and the Reaper. Well, I don't think things went quite the way Rockin' Randy and the Reaper had hoped they would, as they discussed beforehand how they were going to come in and try to get a victory over the USWA World Tag Team Champions. Did not work out for this fall. We're going to check the time. We may have time for a second fall. We'll take a look and we'll return. seconds is going to be the official time on that match. Southern Rockers, the world champions, Rex King and Steve Dahl, with the victory over Rockin' Randy and the Reaper. Also earlier today, Chris Champion got a victory by disqualification. Dirty White Boys got a win. It was Jeff Jarrett winning his match by disqualification. Mike Awesome got a nice victory here today. Well, I'm impressed by Awesome, I got to tell you. Sweet Daddy Falcone, he's a tough one. Add Dirty Deeds Darren Wise to the corner, and he's even tougher. He got a win here today. Bill Dundee wins over Keith Eric, and then the Southern Rockers win the main event. Don't forget tonight, Jonesboro, Arkansas, 8 o'clock wrestling over there. The box office in Jonesboro is open at 3 o'clock this afternoon, so you can pick up your tickets in advance. And included in that card is the Missouri Tiger, Jeff Gaylord, who made a couple of uninvited appearances here on Championship Wrestling today. Gaylord will be in action Monday night at the Coliseum, too. Opening match there. 8 o'clock is wrestling time Monday night at the Coliseum, and parking is free. Opening match, Rockin' Randy goes against Ben Jordan. Then the Southern Heavyweight title on the line as Bill Dundee goes against Sweet Daddy Falcone, and Dirty Deeds Darren Wise will be in Falcone's corner. Southern Rockers in action Monday night. Monday night, the USWA World Tag Belts will be at stake. The Dirty White Boys, a very rugged team of Tony Anthony and Alex Porteau, with Ronnie P. Gossett and Dirty White Girl in their corner, will be trying to take the belts away from the Southern Rockers, Rex King and Steve Dahl. Then, a match that has much significance now, the Missouri Tiger, Jeff Gaylord, will be having to face Jeff Jarrett, not out here on the floor, not having the opportunity to jump him from behind. It'll be Jeff Jarrett and Jeff Gaylord facing off Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum in single match action. But even that's not all. Main event of the night, Jerry Lawler and Ronnie P. Gossett, signed by the promoter to be in the match as a participant, not a manager. Lawler and Ronnie P. Gossett have to face not one at a time, but both of them together, Mike Awesome and Chris Champion. It has the makings of a big night. Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. Again, 8 o'clock is wrestling time. Boy, it's been a wild one today. We hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you'll be back with us next week. Until then, I'm Dave Brown. So long, everybody.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station, namely the promoters of USWA Championship Wrestling.